Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 3650, minimum cost path with edge reversals. This is medium and here I will show you my intuition, approach and efficient solution. We are given a directed weighted graph. So let's say that we're given this. Here we have the amount of nodes and these are the edges. Now, each node has a switch that can be used at most once. Once we arrive a node, we can choose an incoming edge and switch the edge with the cost corresponding to the original weight times 2, okay? 2 times weight. Here the weight is 1, so with the weight of 2, we can decide to go from this node to this node. Similarly, if we want to go from this node to this one, given that we have an incoming edge here, well, we can decide to switch this edge with the cost of 4 times 2, meaning 8. Similarly, here we can visit this node from this one with the cost of 4, and we can go from here to this node with the cost of 3 times 2, meaning 6. Now we need to return the minimum total cost to go from node 0 to the last node. And if it's not possible, we need to return -1. So let's see the options here. We need to go from this node to this one. We can choose this path with the cost of 2 plus 4. And this is 6. This is this path. Now if we take this path instead, the cost is 3 plus the cost of switching this edge, which is 2. And here the result is 5. The minimum between 6 and 5 is 5, so finally we return this. So basically we are going from a directed graph to an undirected graph. We basically have 2 edges everywhere. And from this we can find the shortest path from this node to the last one. And we can do this with a simple Dijkstra. So let's see how this works. First, we need to build an adjacency list. This is basic for any graph problem. In case you know what this is, here we have keys as unique node numbers. And for every key, we have an array which includes tuples. For each tuple, we have 2 elements in this case. The first one corresponds to the endpoint of the current edge, and the second one is the corresponding weight for this edge. For example, if we take this tuple, this means that we have an edge between 0 and 1 with a weight of 3. We are looking at this edge, and so on. Now in Dijkstra, we also have an array with distances or total weights. Each element here corresponds to the distance to the source. We start from node 0. This index corresponds to node 1. This is node 2. This is node 3. Okay, these are these 4 nodes. So initially the distance from node 0 to the source is 0 because this is the source. Every other distance is initially infinity. And something very important about Dijkstra is that we need a heap. Here we are storing tuples where the first element is the weight and the second one is the node. It's very important to follow this order because we are using a heap to sort tuples. And these are sorted first by index 0 and then by index 1. So we are popping first the tuples corresponding to the minimum weight. So we start from the source, from node 0, and the weight up to this moment is 0. So we start with this tuple. And now we are using this as a simple queue. While we have something in this heap, we are popping the first tuple. First we pop this tuple. Here the weight is 0 and the node is 0. So we are standing here and we are checking every neighbor. So we go to our adjacency list at 0 and here in this array we have 2 tuples. We have this neighbor and this neighbor, meaning these 2 neighbors. So let's start with this one. We are checking if the current weight 0 plus the weight of the neighbor, meaning 3 in this case, is smaller than the value that we have in distances at the current neighbor, meaning at 1. Here this number is infinity, and given that 0 plus 3 is smaller than infinity, now we can update this number to 0 plus 3, meaning 3, and we can push into our heap a tuple with the information for the neighbor. We store the new weight, which is 0 plus 3, and the value corresponding to the neighbor, meaning 1. And this means that if we are standing at this node, we have a distance of 3 from the source. Okay, this 3 is given by the initial weight plus this weight. Now we are still standing at node 0 because we have one more neighbor. So we do the same. We go to node 2, and here the weight is 2. So we take the current weight plus the new weight, and this is 2. This 2 is smaller than the distance up to the neighbor, which is infinity. So we replace this with 2, and we need to add a new tuple with the new weight and the node 2. Now we are out of neighbors here. This means that we can continue with the next element in the heap. We always pick the tuple with the smallest number at index 0, so we pick this one. We pop the tuple, the weight is 2, the node is 2, meaning we are standing here. The neighbors of this node are 3 and 0, meaning these 2. So let's start with this one. We take the current weight, 2, plus the new weight 4, the result is 6, and now we are checking if distance is at 3, meaning this value is greater than what we have here. In this case, it is, so we can replace this with 6. And given that we are updating this, we need to add the new tuple with the new information. The first value is the new weight, meaning 6. The second value is the node, meaning 3. And just to be clear, this 6 up to this point means that if we decide to take this path, the total distance from the source to this node is 6. So now we can continue with the next tuple. The accumulated weight is 2, the new weight is 4, and the sum here is 6. We are checking if this is smaller than distances at 0, which is 0. Given that 6 is greater than 0, we keep 0 here, we don't add any tuple into our heap, and continue with the next element. Now we pop the next tuple, which is given by the minimum weight, so we pop this. We are looking at node number 1. Here the neighbors are 0 and 3, meaning these 2. Let's start with this one. We take the accumulated weight, 3, plus the weight here, which is 6, and the result is 9. So we are checking if this is smaller than what we have in distances at 0. Given that 9 is greater than 0, we keep 0 here and continue with the next tuple. So next we are here. The accumulated weight is 3, and the new weight for this edge is 2. And here the result is 5, so we are checking if this is smaller than what we have in distances at 3. Here we have a 6, and 5 happens to be smaller than 6, so we replace this with 5. And given that we are updating a distance, we should add a tuple with the corresponding information. The first value is the new weight, the second value is the corresponding node, meaning 3. Now we have already iterated every neighbor here, so we can move to the next tuple. We pop this one because it has the smallest weight, and here we are standing at node 3. The neighbors of this node are 1 and 2, meaning these 2. So let's start with 1. The accumulated weight is 5 plus the new weight is 1. This is 6, and we are checking if distance is at 1 is greater than what we have here. And we should keep 3 here so we can continue with the next tuple. Next we are here. The accumulated weight is 5, and the new weight is 8, the result is 13, and distance is at node 2 is smaller than 13, so we keep 2 here, and that's it. Now we can pop the next tuple because we are continuing until the heap is empty. So now we are here. We are still standing at node 3. the accumulated weight is 6 plus this first neighbor. Well, here the weight is 1, the result is 7. Distance is at 1 is smaller than this, so we can continue with the next tuple. The accumulated weight is 6 plus this new weight is 8. Here the result is 14, and this is greater than distance is at 2, so we keep this here, and that's it. Now we have already iterated every element. We don't have any more tuples in the heap, so now we can end the loop, and the shortest distance from the source to the destination is right here in distances at the last index. So finally we return 5. Now what if we get something like this? Here we are missing these edges, and this means that we will never be able to reach the destination from the source. In this case, the problem description says that we need to return -1. And we will realize this by looking at our array destinations. If the last element in this array is infinity, this means that we never reach the destination, and in this case we need to return -1. So with this in mind, now let's go with the code. First, we need to build an adjacency list. This is a default dictionary with a default value of an empty array for every key. And now we can iterate edges. So for node A, node B, and weight in edges, we say adjacency at A dot append every time we add a tuple where the first element is the node, the second node, and the second element is the corresponding weight. Here we go from A to B, so we take the normal weight. And we need to do the opposite in case that we need to reverse edges. So adjacency at B dot append a tuple with A and W times 2. We need an array distances which starts with 0, and then every other element is positive infinity. So we have this times the amount of nodes -1 because we are starting with 0 here. Now we have an empty heap, and initially we need to add to our heap q, heap push, a tuple. This is into heap, a tuple with weight 0 and node 0. And just to be clear, this is weight and node. We have this in every tuple. Now we can say while we have something in the heap, we pop the first element, and this will give us a weight and a node. So we do heap q, heap pop from heap, and now we are iterating every neighbor. So for every neighbor and new weight in adjacency at node, we can check if the accumulated weight plus the new weight is smaller than distances at neighbor. This means that we can update distances at neighbor with the accumulated weight plus the new weight. And we can push into our heap the new information. So heap q, heap push into heap, a tuple with weight plus new weight and the neighbor. And finally, after all of this, we can return distances at n-1, meaning the last index. Now remember that this could be infinity. If this is infinity, this means that we can't reach the destination, so we need to return -1 instead. So we return this if this is different from infinity, else -1. So this is the entire code. Now let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. Here, time complexity for this part is big O of the amount of edges, but we are adding 2 edges per edge into our adjacency list. So we are iterating at most 2 times the amount of edges, and for each of these iteration we are running heap operations which require log of the amount of vertices time complexity, because we are storing tuples with weights and nodes every time. So overall time complexity is big O of the amount of edges log the amount of vertices, and space complexity is big O of the amount of edges plus the amount of vertices. So this is it for this problem. If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.